What if I told you the bread you're eating every day might be making your arthritis worse? Not just a little worse. I'm talking about more stiffness, more swelling, and more pain in your joints, all because of one food you probably didn't even think twice about: bread. If you're someone living with arthritis, you already know how exhausting joint pain can be. And while you've probably tried medications, maybe even supplements, there's one thing that often gets overlooked: the kind of bread you eat. Yep, your morning toast or sandwich could be fueling your inflammation. But here's the good news. There are bread swaps backed by science that can actually help reduce that pain. Tasty ones too. 1. Almond flour bread. Let's start with one of the most powerful swaps you can make for your arthritis: almond flour bread. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Almond flour? That sounds like one of those expensive health food trends. But trust me, this one is worth every bite. Almond flour bread is not just another gluten-free option. It's actually loaded with nutrients that can make a real difference if you're dealing with arthritis. I'm talking about ingredients that support your joints, lower inflammation, and even help keep your energy levels steady throughout the day. So first, let's talk about the nutrition. Almond flour is made by grinding almonds into a fine powder, and it's completely free of gluten and grains. That's already a win for anyone with arthritis, since gluten and refined carbs are known to trigger inflammation in the body. But almond flour doesn't just avoid the bad stuff, it's packed with the good stuff. 2. It's full of healthy fats, especially monounsaturated fats and omega-3 fatty acids, which help lower inflammation and support joint health. These fats act like natural lubricants for your joints, helping to ease that stiff, achy feeling you get in the morning or after a long walk. Almond flour is also rich in vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant that helps protect your cells from damage caused by free radicals. And when you're living with arthritis, your body is often under constant stress from inflammation and immune activity. That's where vitamin E steps in. It helps fight oxidative stress, calms down the immune response, and gives your body the tools it needs to repair itself from the inside out. On top of that, almond flour is low in carbs and high in fiber, which helps stabilize your blood sugar. That's a big deal, because when your blood sugar spikes, inflammation tends to go up too. And that just adds more fuel to the fire when it comes to joint pain. Now let's talk taste. Because let's be honest, no one wants to eat something that's healthy but dry, crumbly, or weirdly sweet. Thankfully, almond flour bread doesn't have that problem. It has this really comforting nutty flavor and a soft, moist texture that's honestly pretty close to regular bread. It's slightly chewy, slightly dense, and works great as a base for pretty much anything. Whether you're making avocado toast, grilled cheese, or just slapping on a bit of almond butter, this bread holds up. And because it's so neutral and rich in flavor, it pairs well with both savory and sweet toppings. One of the best parts? You can make almond flour bread right at home with just a few ingredients. You don't need to be a chef or have a fancy kitchen setup. In fact, a basic recipe only needs almond flour, eggs, baking soda, a pinch of salt, and maybe a splash of vinegar or lemon juice to help it rise. Mix it up, pour it into a loaf pan, and you've got fresh, homemade bread in under an hour. If you want to get creative, you can add chopped nuts, chia seeds, rosemary, or even a hint of cinnamon and honey depending on your taste. That's the beauty of it, it's totally customizable. But here's the most important part. Almond flour bread doesn't just taste good or fit your diet, it actually helps reduce arthritis symptoms. The omega-3s found in almonds help calm inflammation in your joints, which means less pain and less stiffness. If you ever feel like your knees are grinding, or your fingers feel swollen and sore, those anti-inflammatory fats can make a noticeable difference. And then there's the vitamin E again. This isn't just some extra nutrient on a label. Studies have shown that vitamin E can actually help reduce the damage to your cartilage and slow the progression of arthritis, especially in people with rheumatoid arthritis or osteoarthritis. It's not magic, and it's not going to cure your arthritis overnight, but over time, replacing your regular wheat-based bread with something like almond flour bread can have a real, measurable impact. It's one of those small changes that adds up. Every bite gives your body something it actually needs to feel better, not just empty calories. And when you're living with a chronic condition like arthritis, those small improvements in pain, movement, and energy really matter. They're the difference between needing help to open a jar and being able to do it yourself, between avoiding a walk and looking forward to one. So if you've been struggling with joint pain and you love bread, or even just miss it, it's worth giving almond flour bread a try. You're not sacrificing flavor. You're not stuck with a cardboard-like slice. You're making a smarter, more supportive choice for your body. And once you start eating it regularly, you'll probably notice that you don't miss your old life of white bread at all. In fact, your joints might end up thanking you every time you take a bite. 2. Chia seed bread. Another incredible bread alternative that arthritis sufferers absolutely need to try is chia seed bread. If you've never heard of it or you've been a little skeptical about those tiny black seeds, let me tell you, chia seed bread is a total game changer when it comes to managing joint pain naturally. This isn't just a health food trend. It's a smart, science-backed choice that's loaded with nutrients that specifically support your joints, bones, and immune system. And the best part? It tastes great, it's easy to make, and it helps you feel better from the inside out. So let's dive into why chia seed bread deserves a spot in your kitchen. First off, chia seeds are one of nature's most nutrient-dense foods, and when you turn them into a bread, you're basically packing every slice with healing power. These little seeds are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which are known to be anti-inflammatory. That means they can help calm down the swelling and stiffness in your joints, the exact kind of pain that makes arthritis so exhausting. Omega-3s also help lubricate joints, which makes movement smoother and less painful over time. This is the same reason doctors often recommend fish oil for joint health, except with chia seeds, you're getting that benefit in a plant-based, convenient form. Chia seed bread also provides a generous amount of dietary fiber. This may not sound like a big deal, but it actually has a huge impact on inflammation. See, when your blood sugar levels spike, it can trigger an inflammatory response in your body. And for someone with arthritis, that's like pouring gasoline on a fire. But when you eat high-fiber foods like chia seed bread, your blood sugar stays more stable, which helps keep those inflammatory spikes under control. That means less pain, less swelling, and fewer flare-ups throughout your day. But we're not done yet. Chia seed bread also delivers a solid dose of antioxidants, which help protect your cells from damage caused by oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is one of the hidden culprits behind joint deterioration and chronic inflammation. It's like a slow, silent wear and tear happening inside your body. But antioxidants, which are found naturally in chia seeds, help neutralize those damaging free radicals and give your body a fighting chance to heal and recover. And if that wasn't enough, chia seeds are packed with essential minerals like calcium and magnesium. These two are crucial for maintaining strong bones and healthy joints, especially as we age or deal with ongoing joint issues. Now let's talk texture and flavor because, let's face it, health benefits don't matter much if the food tastes like cardboard. Thankfully, chia seed bread does not disappoint. Thanks to the unique gel-like texture of chia seeds when they absorb liquid, this bread turns out incredibly moist and dense, with a satisfying chew that feels hearty and filling. It's a perfect base for anything, from savory sandwich fillings to sweet toppings like almond butter and berries. The flavor is mild, slightly nutty, and works really well with both sweet and savory combinations, so it's super versatile. Plus, it's one of those breads that actually makes you feel full and nourished, not bloated or sluggish. And don't worry if you're not a pro in the kitchen. Chia seed bread is surprisingly simple to make. Most recipes use basic ingredients, like chia seeds, flax seeds, and either coconut or almond flour. Sometimes you'll see eggs or a bit of baking soda added to help it rise and bind together, but overall it's a very forgiving recipe. No kneading, no long rising time, and no special equipment required. You mix your ingredients, pour the batter into a loaf pan, and bake. That's it. You'll have a warm, wholesome, naturally gluten-free bread that you can slice and enjoy all week long. And because it's homemade, you get to control the ingredients. No preservatives, no mystery additives, just clean, real food that supports your health. Here's what makes this bread so valuable for people living with arthritis. It addresses multiple pain points at once. The omega-3s work on inflammation. The fiber stabilizes blood sugar. The antioxidants reduce cellular damage, and the minerals support bone density. It's like feeding your joints a full toolkit of healing resources in every slice. And what's really empowering about this is that it puts some control back in your hands. Arthritis can feel like it takes so much away from you. Your energy, your mobility, your comfort. But making small changes like switching to chia seed bread can start to give some of that power back. You're not just replacing white bread with something trendier. You're choosing to fuel your body with nutrients that help reduce pain and improve how you feel every day. You're making a choice that supports healing, movement, and long-term joint health. And that's a big deal, because when you start feeling better, even a little bit, it creates momentum. Maybe you're able to walk a little farther. Maybe your hands don't ache as much at the end of the day. Maybe you wake up with a little less stiffness. These changes matter, and they can start with something as simple and delicious as the bread you eat. So if you've been stuck in a routine of store-bought white or wheat bread and you're tired of the inflammation cycle, give chia seed bread a shot. Not only does it taste amazing and nourish your body, but it's also one of the easiest ways to make a meaningful change in your arthritis journey. Remember, every bite is a step toward feeling better, moving easier, and living the life you want. You deserve to feel good, and this small switch can help make that happen. 3. Sweet potato bread. Last but definitely not least on our list of life-changing bread swaps for arthritis sufferers is sweet potato bread. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Sweet potato in bread? Yes, and once you try it, you'll wonder why you didn't make the switch sooner. This vibrant, naturally sweet root vegetable isn't just comforting and delicious, it's packed with powerful nutrients that directly support joint health, reduce pain, and help your body fight inflammation from the inside out. When you turn sweet potatoes into a wholesome loaf of bread, you're not just enjoying a warm, cozy treat. You're giving your body exactly what it needs to heal and feel better. Sweet potatoes are rich in beta-carotene, which your body converts into vitamin A, a key nutrient for reducing oxidative stress and protecting your cells. Why is this so important for someone with arthritis? Because oxidative stress plays a major role in how fast your joints wear down and how much inflammation you experience on a daily basis. Think of it as rust that builds up in your joints over time, making them stiff and sore. But nutrients like beta-carotene act as natural antioxidants, helping to fight off that rust and keep your joints functioning smoothly. On top of that, sweet potatoes contain vitamin C, which is essential for producing collagen. Collagen is what gives your joints, tendons, and ligaments strength and flexibility. Without enough of it, your connective tissues weaken, and your joints become more prone to pain and injury. So, by eating sweet potato bread, you're not only easing inflammation, but also helping your body rebuild stronger, healthier joints. Another amazing nutrient found in sweet potatoes is manganese. This often overlooked mineral plays a big role in bone development and helps form enzymes that fight free radicals, the same damaging molecules that contribute to joint deterioration. For people living with arthritis, getting enough manganese can make a real difference in both how their joints feel and how well they function over time. And the beautiful part is that all of these nutrients are naturally built into the sweet potato itself. No pills, no powders, just real food doing real healing work. And let's talk about the texture and taste, because this bread is a treat for the senses. Sweet potato bread has a naturally soft and moist texture that makes each bite incredibly satisfying. It's slightly dense, but not heavy, and has just the right amount of sweetness without needing any added sugar. That's right, no refined sugar here. The natural sugars in sweet potatoes give the bread a gentle, comforting flavor that works perfectly for breakfast toast, sandwich slices, or even as a snack with a spread of almond butter or hummus. And when it's baking in the oven, your kitchen fills with the most amazing, cozy aroma. It's like wrapping yourself in a warm blanket. Even people who don't usually eat healthy foods love this bread, and it's a fantastic way to introduce your family to better eating habits without sacrificing taste. Making sweet potato bread is also surprisingly easy. You don't need to be a professional baker or spend hours in the kitchen. Most recipes only require a handful of simple ingredients: mashed sweet potatoes, eggs, and a healthy flour like oat flour or coconut flour. Mix them up, pour the batter into a loaf pan, and pop it in the oven. In less than an hour, you'll have a beautiful golden loaf that's ready to nourish your body and ease your joints. It's naturally gluten-free, free from preservatives, and packed with goodness. Plus, once it's baked, you can slice it up and keep it in the fridge for a quick breakfast or snack throughout the week. Now let's focus on why sweet potato bread is such a smart choice for arthritis sufferers. First, Because it's made from a complex carbohydrate, it helps stabilize blood sugar levels. This is crucial because blood sugar spikes are often followed by inflammation spikes. And as you already know, inflammation is the root of most arthritis pain. Keeping your blood sugar steady means fewer flare-ups, less swelling, and more consistent energy levels throughout the day. It also supports healthy digestion, which is often overlooked but deeply connected to inflammation and immune health. A happy gut means a healthier body overall. But the real magic of sweet potato bread lies in how it combines anti-inflammatory nutrients, healing antioxidants, and supportive minerals all in one delicious package. It's like eating comfort food that actually comforts your body, not just your taste buds. Every bite is helping you move with more ease, feel less stiff in the mornings, and get through your day with fewer aches. And for those living with chronic pain, those little improvements can feel like big victories. Whether you've been struggling with arthritis for years or you've just started noticing the early signs, this simple bread swap can become a daily ritual of healing. And here's the thing, making one small change, like replacing regular white bread with sweet potato bread, may seem like a tiny step, but over time, those tiny steps add up. You start noticing that your hands aren't as swollen after lunch. Your knees don't hurt quite as much after a walk. You wake up with a bit more flexibility. It may not be an overnight miracle, but it's a steady, gentle shift toward feeling better. And that's what sustainable healing is all about, giving your body the consistent support it needs to function at its best. So, if you're looking for a bread that not only tastes amazing but also supports your joints, reduces pain, and fits beautifully into a healthy lifestyle, give sweet potato bread a try. It's warm, comforting, full of natural sweetness, and brimming with the exact nutrients your body needs to fight arthritis from the inside out. You deserve to feel better, to move with less pain, and to enjoy food that loves you back. Sweet potato bread isn't just a swap, it's a step toward a stronger, healthier you. Trust me, once you try it, you'll never want to go back. If you're living with arthritis, you know how even small things like what you eat can make a big difference in how you feel each day. That's why making a simple switch from regular bread to these 3 incredible alternatives can be a game changer. They're all naturally gluten-free, loaded with nutrients your body craves, and full of powerful anti-inflammatory compounds like omega-3s, antioxidants, and fiber. These aren't just trendy health foods. They're backed by science and crafted to help reduce joint pain, stiffness, and that constant inflammation that makes moving harder than it should be. By swapping out traditional bread for these nourishing options, you're not just changing what's on your plate, you're actively choosing a better, more pain-free life. Imagine waking up with less stiffness, going about your day with more energy, and feeling confident that your food is actually helping you heal. So give these bread swaps a try, experiment with the recipes, make them your own, and most importantly, listen to how your body responds. If you found value in today's video, don't forget to share it with a friend who might need it too. And we'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below about which bread you're most excited to try or how food has helped you manage your arthritis. Let's keep learning, healing, and growing together, one bite at a time.